When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Maya Angelou's life-changing wisdom. Have you ever ignored the warning signs, convincing yourself that people would change? Have you ever held onto relationships that drained your energy, hoping that one day they'd finally treat you the way you deserve? Maya Angelou, one of the most influential voices in literature and wisdom, once said, "When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time." This is more than just a quote, it's a profound lesson about human nature, relationships, and self-respect. But how often do we ignore it? How often do we make excuses for people's actions, giving them countless chances, only to be disappointed again? In this video, Inner Stillness will explore some of Maya Angelou's most powerful quotes and how they can shift your perspective on life and relationships. But more than that, I'll share my personal reflections on why these lessons are crucial in today's world. A world where people hide behind masks, where promises are easily broken, and where learning to trust your intuition is more important than ever. Stay with me until the end, because by the time we're done, you might start seeing people and yourself differently. 1. People will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This quote isn't just poetic, it's a deep psychological truth about how human memory works. Think about your past experiences. You may not remember every word of a conversation, but you definitely remember the feeling it left you with. A teacher made you believe in yourself, even if you don't recall their exact lesson. A friend made you feel safe and understood, even if you don't remember the details of your talks. Or, on the other hand, someone made you feel hurt and unimportant, and even if you can't recall their exact words, you still remember that emotional wound. Why does this matter? Because we don't just communicate with words or actions, we communicate through the energy and emotions we bring into others' lives. Be a source of inspiration, comfort, and positivity for those around you. A kind word can turn someone's day around. A simple smile can make them feel less alone. A small act of kindness can leave an impression that lasts a lifetime. Ask yourself, what kind of impact am I leaving on others? Am I spreading inspiration and love, or am I draining those around me with negativity? Maya Angelou's lesson is clear. Treat people in a way that makes them remember you with warmth, not regret. 2. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. One of the most liberating truths in life is understanding your own power of control. We often feel stuck, but in reality, you have the power to choose how you respond to every situation. There are things you can change. Hate your job, find a better opportunity. Stuck in bad habits, start making small changes. In a toxic environment, either leave or improve it. But there are also things you cannot control. You can't change the past. You can't control other people's actions. You can't prevent life's uncertainties. Maya Angelou's advice is clear. If you can change something, take action now. If you can't, shift your mindset and perspective. Successful people live by this principle. They don't complain about what they can't change, they shift their perspective and rise above it. Oprah Winfrey is a prime example. She endured a painful childhood, but instead of seeing herself as a victim, she transformed her life and became one of the most influential women in the world. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Life isn't always fair, but you always have control over how you respond. And sometimes, changing your perspective is the key to overcoming life's challenges. 3. Nothing can dim the light that shines from within. In a world where people constantly seek validation from others, Maya Angelou reminds us that true confidence comes from within. Have you ever met someone whose presence is so strong that you can feel it the moment they walk into a room? They don't need to seek attention. They don't need to prove anything. They simply exist with an undeniable sense of self-worth. The difference between real confidence and fake confidence. Real confidence comes from knowing your worth. It does not require external validation because it is rooted in self-belief. Fake confidence relies on external approval. It depends on praise, status, or the acceptance of others. When you truly know who you are and what you deserve, you don't have to prove it to anyone. You don't have to speak loudly to be noticed. You simply exist with natural confidence. Life lessons from Maya Angelou. You don't need the world's approval. You just need to accept yourself. Confidence isn't about what you own, it's about what's inside you. Your inner light can't be dimmed by others' doubts unless you allow it. So ask yourself, are you seeking validation from others? Or are you shining as your authentic self? 4. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. Success is often admired, but few people acknowledge the struggles behind it. We praise a best-selling author, but we don't see the dozens of rejection letters they received before their first book was published. We admire a successful entrepreneur, but we don't witness the sleepless nights, the failures, and the tough decisions they had to make. We are inspired by a confident speaker, but we don't realize the self-doubt, the endless hours of practice, and the setbacks they overcame. Maya Angelou reminds us that transformation always comes with struggle, but it is necessary for growth. Maybe right now, you feel stuck, like you are failing, or like nothing is working out. But remember, every breakthrough begins with discomfort. A caterpillar must struggle to break free from its cocoon before it can spread its wings and fly. Life lessons from Maya Angelou. Every success comes with a price. Don't fear the struggle, because it is proof that you are evolving. Failure is not the end, it is just another stepping stone on your path. Trust your journey. What you are going through today is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. So if you are facing a difficult phase in life, remember, this is not the end, but the process that is making you stronger. 5. Develop enough courage to stand up for yourself, and then stand up for others. Courage is not just about facing fear, it is about speaking up for what is right. Maya Angelou was not only a gifted writer but also an activist. A fighter for justice, she understood that real change happens when we stop staying silent in the face of wrongdoing. Have you ever let fear stop you from speaking up? When you saw someone being treated unfairly but stayed quiet to avoid trouble? When you held back from pursuing your dreams because you feared judgment? When you avoided expressing your opinion because you were afraid of opposition? Silence does not keep us safe, it only prolongs injustice. Great people are not those who never feel fear, but those who act despite their fear. Life lessons from Maya Angelou. First, have the courage to stand up for yourself, because if you don't respect yourself, no one else will. Then, have the courage to stand up for those who have no voice, because the world does not change through silence. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, it is taking action despite fear. True strength is not just in protecting yourself, but in standing up for others. Because when you speak up, you don't just change your own life, you inspire others to do the same. 6. Hate has caused a lot of problems in the world, but it has not solved one yet. Hate is a destructive force. It destroys relationships, divides communities, and has even torn nations apart. History has shown us this time and time again, through wars, racial divisions, and personal conflicts. Yet, despite the undeniable proof that hatred never solves anything, it continues to spread in today's world. People still hold onto resentment, fueled by differences, past wounds, and unresolved injustices. Maya Angelou reminds us that only love, compassion, and understanding can heal the wounds of the past. The price of hatred is far too high, and the person who suffers the most is not the one being hated, it's the one holding onto the hate. Hatred is a mental prison, it does not punish others, it only traps you. Letting go is not weakness, it is choosing peace over pain. Forgiveness is not about whether they deserve it, it is about whether you deserve inner peace. If there is someone in your life whom you still hold resentment toward, maybe it's time to let go, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. 7. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. We started this video with this quote, and now, let's go deeper. How many times have you given someone a second chance, only to be disappointed again? How many times have you ignored the clear signs that someone didn't deserve your trust? Maybe it was a friend who constantly broke promises, a partner who didn't respect you, or a colleague who took advantage of your kindness. Maya Angelou's advice is simple: believe actions, not words. If someone consistently breaks their promises, believe that they are unreliable. If someone mistreats you once, they are likely to do it again. If someone always puts their own interests above your feelings, don't expect them to change for you. People always reveal their true nature, but we often refuse to accept it because we want them to be different. We hope they will change, or we convince ourselves that the warning signs weren't serious. But the truth is you cannot change others. You can only decide how you respond to them. Don't trust words, trust actions. Don't ignore red flags just because you want to believe in something better. You can't change people, but you can walk away when they don't treat you with respect. The next time someone shows you who they really are, believe them the first time. Don't wait for them to hurt you again to see the truth. Maya Angelou didn't just leave behind quotes, she left behind lessons to live by. Her words are not just beautifully written phrases, they are a guide to how we see life, how we treat others, and most importantly, how we treat ourselves. We have explored confidence, courage, forgiveness, and the power of believing people when they show you who they are. These lessons can transform your life if you truly apply them. Now, I want to hear from you. Speech balloon, which quote resonated with you the most? Speech balloon, have you ever ignored a red flag and regretted it later? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Because sometimes, sharing your perspective might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if this video inspired you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need these lessons. Remember, wisdom only has value when it is shared. Thank you for being here with Inner Stillness. See you in the next video.